Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today it is Thursday. That means there is another Malesurs Madness coming your way. It is the 6th of March 2014, and oh boy, it was Carnival this weekend. It was crazy. It was awkward. It was weird, but it was a lot of fun. We are going to talk about Marvel Heroes, though. That's why we're here. That's why you're here. And let me go to the studio. There we are. Welcome to the studio. Some people told me last time that it was not a real studio and that it looked like not so good, right? I don't know where they got that from. I have no idea. I mean, look around, right? I mean, it's so totally legit, right? Okay, what can you expect in the next hour? You can expect me talking a little bit about carnivals. We're going to talk a little bit about Moon Knight. He's new now. I'm going to talk about the Newbie Corner. It's coming your way, and also I have a very special guest again, which is the main focus of this week. So that's what you're going to expect. So thanks for everyone for being here live. I hope people watch this later as well. I hope it's very entertaining and that you learn something from it. Right. So before I go on, I first want to tell you about the Super Bowl, because last time, let me go. There we are. We are in the Super Bowl. It didn't really work. It didn't really work yet. The idea, and I'll try to explain, is that I do this every week. And at the start of the week, it means that at the start of the episode, it will take like 1 hour. I'm looking for something I could do to get people together at the end of the show to do something fun, or you make me do something fun. And you can get rewarded by, if you have a great idea, you get rewarded by a hero code. Because I have a few lying around. I got them from Gazillion, actually. So I got a few of them laying around, and I want to give them away. So what do you have to do? And it didn't really work out last week, so I'm going to explain it again. Is that you send me an ID to the email address that I linked here, as you can see. And you put in the subject, you put Malesurs Madness, and it is something that should be doable in 10 to 15 minutes, or is something that can be done by my moderators during my episode. So that's something. I'm not gonna pull a ticket out of the bowl today. Why is that? Because I have to go through them all and see if they're really up for this task, right? I have to go through them, and I'm going this next week. I'm going to, together with Banana Man and the Mythic and some other people. I will make sure that everything in the bowl is something I could do during an episode, and then I'm gonna make this concept work, trust me. So anyway, for this week, I'm not gonna pull a ticket out of the bowl, but I'm going to do something similar as the first episode, and that is that I want, at the end of this episode, I want the biggest, and I mean biggest, I mean a world record. I want the biggest gathering of Moon Knight on the balcony. And I want everyone in a train to go through all of Avengers Tower. What do you have to do? If you have a Moon Knight, go into the game, contact our Mythic. He's one of my moderators. Send him a message, and he will contact you as well. He will also constantly put that in the chat. Send him a message, make sure you get an invite, get to the balcony, get together, and in, I think, like 45 to 50 minutes, we're going to do the world record of the Moon Knight train. Right, all the way through Avengers Tower. So let's see how many people can get together. So get to work. And again, if you have an idea for this, send me an email. It's there. And next week I'm going to make sure that it works. All right. So there we go. I am going to the Newbie Corner. There we are. Also last week, the Newbie Corner was actually cut off. I do want to talk about this a little bit better. It's the same idea. You can ask me questions about the game if you have a question about the game, because you might not play every day. Sorry, I have to get my studio right. If you have a question, send an email to, there it is, malesuronline@live.nl. Could be anything. Could be really anything. And as a reward, if you send me a message, I will send you a code in return. And in that code, it says you get a code for 4 hours Iridium boost. That means you get a rarity find, special item find, and an experience boost that will help you. Um, uh, that will help you get started in this great game. Right. Yes, this is. Oh, whoa, whoa! I've been disconnected. Let me log in again. Yeah, this is the new player selection screen. I showed it last week, but somehow it got lost. I want to go through it one more time in this week's Newbie Corner because I think it's very important. Choose your starter hero. This is a new screen that's been implemented whenever they changed the starter heroes. And so people, like some people point out in the chat right now, is that not everyone knows this screen. It's pretty new for me as well. I want to go through all the heroes, give a small feedback because I played them all to 50 plus. So let's go do that. Human Torch is a ranged character. He is made from fire, as you can see. He's one of Fantastic Four, so people might know the hero themselves. But he plays really like a caster type. You fire, you send out a lot of fire. You can make a wall that blocks projectiles. You could do huge AOE. He is really fast. He has a lot of AOE. He is not so strong though. He can die pretty easily. But he just has a lot of damage output. He's a fun hero if you like mobility. If you like AOE, he's a fun guy. He's not the easiest though, but yeah, if you prefer a ranged guy or someone that's just constantly aflame, you're gonna have a blast, right? That's the Human Torch. So the next one is the Punisher. He is a hero that's he's ranged. He had a shotgun build that makes him not a little bit closer to the enemy, but he's definitely one of the ranged characters as well. He has some tools though. He has grenades, he has sticky grenades, he has a flamethrower, which is not so good, I think. He has rockets, he has the full arsenal. He still needs a rework, and some of the heroes get a rework after release. They changed the concept. I'm not going to go into too much depth there, but Punisher is a great guy if you just like to play a normal guy that just shoots a lot of bullets at the enemies. That's just it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of explosions. He's quite durable. He's the Punisher. You can take a hit and it even makes him stronger. So he's a pretty cool character. Captain America just got this rework. It made him really more decent. A lot of people like the rework. He is really what you would expect. He is a guy that runs in, throws his shield, packs a punch, can take a punch, is a group guy. He gives an aura, he gives a shout, he gives a lot of group utility. He gonna be really good in raids. There's gonna be raids coming to Marvel Heroes in an action RPG, which is pretty great. In a few months' time, if you like the tanky characters, he's definitely gonna be a great choice, especially if you like your tanking character to be focused on your team. If you want to be like having a really quick AOE, if you like to do big damage and stuff, you don't really want to do Captain. But if you want a solid hero. He's definitely a great choice as a starter, I would guess. Black Panther. Black Panther is currently not in the best spot. He's getting his rework though, which will hopefully make him more awesome next month, at least within a few weeks. If you're really new to the game, I would not suggest to take Black Panther, because he's not going to be so easy to level. You need specific playstyle. He only has a few viable builds. He plays really cool though, and he plays a very special place. You can basically choose your fights because you can roll, become invisible, and you play like a stealth guy, like a rogue kind of person. You have 2 pets. You have traps. He's a very interesting hero, but he is not he's just not so easy to play. So if you want to have a great time breezing through, he's not your character. If you like a specific playstyle, if you like a challenge, he's definitely your choice. So, um, and then we go to Hawkeye. Hawkeye got a great rework at the same time as Captain America. He is currently, for me, that changes weekly or maybe daily though, but for me, he is one of the best ranged characters right now. He's really enjoyable. He used to be just a real basic archer like Diablo 2 had. They improved him till, yeah, just he has a great signature move. He has some more trick arrows up his sleeve. If you like a basic range character though, like the classic ones, you're gonna have a blast playing Hawkeye, and he's definitely pretty strong. It's a really fun character. He has a great some great AoEs. He has some great damage on single target as well. So um, um, if you like range, that would probably be my choice. Right. Luke Cage. Luke Cage is funny. He was not at the first launch heroes. He was a later hero, even though he still got into this pack. He is very interesting. He plays like a bruiser, like a tank, but he's not as tanky, but he does have minions. So his whole gang of Iron Fist, Jessica Jones, Misty Knight, you can summon them one at a time as a partner in crime fighting. But you can also summon them all at the same time for limited duration. He is very you could get him tanky, but he's not as tanky as you would expect. But he can take a punch. He punches himself. He has some great moves. He looks awesome. Definitely a fun hero that I'm looking forward to get the 60. Um, so it's pretty interesting because of the fact that he's a melee guy with ads. I really like that. So. Um, there we go. Then we have Black Widow. Black Widow is also getting her revamp pretty soon. So that's very interesting. That means that if you play her now, you might not like her and she might be really good in a few weeks. So it's pretty hard to say. There is a cool story with Black Widow. I don't know if it was that cool, but she had an ability where you threw out more drones at every rank of skills and you would just they would all be homing missiles. They would do crazy amount of damage. They even crashed the servers. They had to hotfix that over the weekend, which nerfed her at the time. So she's not in the best spot right now, but she's fun. She has a lot of explosions. She has some drones. She has some gadgets. You could also play her as a melee character, which is pretty interesting. I tried that. It didn't really work. So she's definitely a great potential to be a great hero when um, after the rework. I have great hopes for her because she's a great character that can get a lot of love. Um, so Storm is OP. See, we talked about it earlier today. I think Storm will be maybe the first hero that will get nerfed by her rework. If you like to sit back, push one button, and rinse your whole screen, Storm is OP. I don't like to really use use overpowered. She's just in a really great spot. You're gonna have a blast munching through mountains of mobs without any problems. She looks great doing it. It's a great hero at this time. You cannot go wrong with Storm. If you like cast, if you like ranged, if you just like being strong, Storm is really a great starter hero, especially to get your account going and to grind out some stuff. All right, and then last but not least, Colossus. Colossus is awesome. He is comparable, I would say, to Luke Cage, but Luke Cage is a little bit faster. Colossus is a true tank. He is a bit slow though because of that, but he's an ever summon. You could summon Wolverine. You could summon was it X23? Yeah, right. I was confused with Psylocke, but he's not summoning her. So he's a great hero. You just have a hard time dying, and you can steamroll it pretty hard. So if you don't want to be too fast, if you just want to be a great tank, Colossus is a great hero right now. He's in a great spot. He has some really cool reworks done on him. So he's a fun hero if you're down to that. So that completes the circle, and that's what I'm wanting to stop the Newbie Corner for today. So